Live. Okay. Hey, we're live. Hello, everyone. This is
first live.
First live on YouTube world. Hi.
Bear with us.
This is Dr. Bibi Beba. I'm a doctor of clinical nutrition, and today we will be talking with my dear business partner. She's amazing, a food scientist, and she merges science and Eastern modalities in such a beautiful way, and we love to have that combination very successfully in our practice. She's an energy healer. She has so many certifications. Go ahead, Nesko. You tell about yourself.
Hi, everybody. My name is Nesko. As Bibi said, I studied food engineering at the college, and I studied MBA. I was in corporate business for a very long time. But I found an amazing connection between the functional food and our health. And I have become a health coach, and I have been working as a holistic health coach for more than 15 years now. I just love it. I just love to see amazing changes in our clients' lives, in our family members' lives, in our friends' lives. That is just amazing, and that makes us very happy with BB. And we never stop talking about new developments about health and well-being industry. And we are also avid followers of all these new technologies and developments, and we love to share.
Yeah, it's actually very good point that you mentioned, because like there are so many things that is going on. There are so many new technologies, new tests, new supplements, new this, that. And what we do is we try to find the best of them and try to introduce it in our practice to our followers, to our patients. And in that sense, especially, we are watching very closely some of the upcoming devices, like, new introductions in the market. And Nesko especially loves the ones that merges the Eastern and Western philosophies into one pot. And today we will be talking about one of them. It will be more like I will be asking more to Nesko, because she knows how it works. I am using it and I'm loving it, definitely. And I use it for some of my patients as well. But she's the one who fully understands and utilizes the whole Healy. So Nesko, tell us, what is that Healy? It's taking everywhere in a storm. A lot of people are asking about it. So what is Healy?
Yeah, Bibi. Well, as Tesla said, if you want to understand life, think about, energy, frequency, and vibration. So Healy is actually a portable device, and it is providing personal frequencies through microcurrent. And why I love Healy, because I was always interested in all these biocurrency devices, but they were very big in the past. With Healy,
and very, very costly, right? I remember looking at one of them in one of my colleagues' office, and I think and most of them are German technology, such as Healy. And there was one device, I think it was 5 or 6 years ago in her office, and it was $25,000.
Yeah, I remember we were looking at it.
We were checking the pricing, and we were looking.
It was practitioner price.
It was even a practitioner price, so with the discounts and everything.
And when you were saying when before we got on YouTube Live, you were saying that I want things to be more consumer friendly.
Oh yeah.
Like Healy. So Healy is a very consumer-friendly bioenergy device that is patented, and the device is certified by FDA.
Yes. It has the
as
FDA
a,
clearance, yeah.
yeah, as a small big device to help people for pain relief, like any chronic or acute pain, fibromyalgia, or to help to support the body with anxiety, depression, or sadness, anger, emotions like that. So the device started like that, and it was, as you mentioned, it's a German company. The R&D center is in Germany, but it is being distributed in 50 different countries by now. So it was established in 2019, and I just love it because I have been really looking at a machine like that in the past, when I saw Healy, that it is very easy to use. You can take it anywhere now. I live in Connecticut, but I'm in California today, and I go anywhere with my Healy.
I know you always get on the plane with your Healy, that is for sure. Like, there are a couple of things that we always do. Like, we do our tapping, we make sure that we hydrate our bodies, and we always put our Healy programs on.
Yeah, well, you can take Healy anywhere when you are at the gym, when you go to sleep, when you travel. I use it for myself. I use it for my family. I use for my pet. I have a 14-year-old Pekingese, and he has been feeling not very well. Of course, he's 14. And each time I see him, lack of energy, I just, get him on Healy. In a few, probably half an hour or something, our pet feels much better, more energetic. So, we can also use the frequencies for our plants, for our environment. So this, Healy can do so much, actually more than what it is registered for. But it is, it has more than 9 million different frequencies and around 200 different already set programs. It works through our, through an application on our phone. When they are connected, what it does is actually in our practice, we always say that nutrition is personalized. You need to have a knowledge of what your body really needs in terms of nutrition and supplements and every other applications in order to feel at your best. Healy actually does that by itself. It scans our bioenergetic field and then provides the frequencies accordingly. In every 9 seconds, we have the Healy checking out and then providing us the necessary microcurrencies for our cells to start vibrating at its optimal level.
But it's not on a vibration that we normally feel, right?
No, but unless you are very sensitive to vibrations, it is very rare that you feel it. Not very many people can feel it in any part of the body. It's just very mild, and it is mostly a very safe product, except the fact that if you have epilepsy, or if you have heart battery, or any metal thing that you have in your body, you cannot use it in that area. Or if you have bleeding or something like that, in an acute level, those people are not recommended to use Healy. Other than that, we use Healy for anybody and any circumstances. But we cannot say that it heals you. It changes the your situation from minus 90 to plus 90. However, it helps our cells to vibrate in an optimal level, so that when our cells are working in an optimal level, our body starts feeling much better.
That is correct. I mean, we'll definitely put the disclaimer under the video saying that it is not intended to treat, cure, or mitigate any disease. Let me say it verbally as well. However, what we say with nutrition as well, we are not healing with the nutrition or functional nutrition. We are supplying the body correct tools so the body can heal itself. So our bodies have the innate capacity to heal itself, to the body does it all the time. You have a skin issue, the skin heals itself. You have cellular problems, at night or during the day, the body heals itself constantly. That is an ongoing process in the body. What we do, lifestyle, nutrition, energy, thoughts, that gives body the correct tools to heal itself better. And I think in that sense, Healy is a great tool. It is not for people who just say, oh, I don't want to do anything, like I'm going to eat as whatever I want, or I'm not going to take care of my health, and I'm just going to put on a device and it's going to help me heal. It doesn't work this way, right?
No, unfortunately.
It's not a pill.
When you use Healy, we always recommend to drink water, for example, because water is an amazing conductor. That's why with Healy, we also encourage people to, eat healthy, provide the body, a good amount of sleep, good amount of exercise, and it is just a supplementary product that helps us to feel better, to go into our optimal level in any sense. And it works in our bioenergetic field. And, sometimes maybe some of the information is already out there in our, bioenergetic field, in our aura, but sometimes we don't feel it in our physical body yet. However, Healy detects that with the analysis, and it tells us, certain things, and it gives us some information, because with Healy, as you mentioned, that it is very consumer friendly, you can do the analysis, and, through the analysis, it gives you the best, frequencies that should be used at the moment, in order for our body to feel the best. So it is, it's a harmonization of everything, what we eat, what we drink, how we think, all together. We look into the platform as well.
Yeah, and that makes a difference as well. So it is not only Healy, but the combination of all those factors. And then it's a technology that has been used for long years. But this is a new personalized version as well. And it's not like let's say a TENS machine has regular currencies, but this one personalizes those frequencies, and you choose the one that is the best for you, right?
Well, the application tells you,
but yeah,
and what you choose is generally either do the analysis, or let's say you have a pain already, you know that you have a pain and you want some relief from your pain. Then what we do is we actually use our electrode bracelets or the sticky pads to put the electrodes into the, like this, into the, let's say if I have headache, I would put that in here, or, to my shoulder, and then connect it with Healy, and the Healy will connect with the app, and through the app, the quantum sensor will get the download of the frequencies that our body needs at that moment and start working. So, the only thing I need to do is to select the right program for my need, if I know what it is. If not, then I will go to the app and I will do the search. For example, if I don't know which program to use, then I will go to, search in all Healy programs, and the device will detect which programs my bioenergetic field needs the most at the moment, and provide me the list of it.
When you talk about it, it makes sense. However, for somebody who doesn't know what you're talking about, the app and everything, is there a way to show it? I know that you were connecting the phone to...
Yeah, let's do it, baby. So the Healy, before we go there, actually, I wanted to share with everybody, the cell membrane model, how the logic behind Healy. On my computer, I want to share.
That'd be actually great.
Yeah, this one. So Healy has different editions. Why I wanted to mention about that, because Healy has, Healy Gold, Healy Gold Plus, Healy Bioresonance Plus, and Professional, 5 different editions. On top of that, these all work in the personal level, in our personal bioenergetic field. We also have Mag Healy that works in the atmosphere or for the water. So this is also harmonizing our energetic field in the place that we live. So together, one works inside, the other works outside, and actually optimizes our bioenergetic field together. So, as we mentioned, it's an individualized microcurrent device. And what does bioenergetic field mean? I think some people may know it, some not. It is the living energy in our body. That's, some people know about chi or ki or prana. And scientifically, we call it quantum level. And that's why the Healy device has the quantum sensor. And what happens is, when every cell has its potential, it has its own vibration frequency. So optimal level of healthy young cell will vibrate from -90 to -60. This is how we call it, healthy level. However, when we start feeling unhealthy, so our vibration goes, because the system works in negative
potential
electrons, the potential. So when it goes up to 60, between 60 to 30, 35, we see some aging in the cell and cellular wall, and we see some inflammation between -50 to 40. And when it goes uncontrollably, worse, then we see all these, uncontrolled cell division in the body. So with Healy, actually, we try to keep our body, the cellular vibration in the healthy young cell level. This is what Healy provides us. Mm-hmm. So here is also another great explanation. So we have, in the cell, we have negative ions. And outside of the cell, we have all these positives, so that these create the passage of the nutrients and information and everything, right? the energy as well. So the membrane potential is minus 150 millivolts, but the cell membrane potential is minus 90. So within that, we are healthy. When we go, above that, minus, we see minus 60, minus 70, we start feeling tired, or all these unhealthy problems. And with the microcurrency, taking our energy level back into minus 150 to 90, actually the nutrient transfers becomes better, and we get 500% more ATP production together by the help of Healy.
So ATP is body's energy, and mitochondria is body's energy produced. And yes, those channels are letting all the foods and nutrients to go in, and all the waste go out. So what you're saying is, when the cell membrane is in the correct potential, and again, mitochondria is in the correct membrane potential, first mitochondria makes better ATP, better energy. Those and the nutrients and the waste flow very correctly in and out of the cell. And this whole creates because it's multiple cells, so whole systems get better and whole body gets better through that.
Yes, exactly. You really made it very clear, I think, for everybody to understand. So this is the science behind Healy, how Healy works. So it helps the transportation of the amino acids. Yeah. It helps the protein synthesis, and it helps the ATP production, as I mentioned, by up to 500%.
Well, that is very important, especially for people who are for everyone who are feeling low in energy. I'm feeling tired. We need those ATPs. We need those energy.
Absolutely. And it works in and out of the body, and creates that energy for our cells to work in its optimal level. And we know that it works, and it creates the coherence between our environment and our body, and gradually we see amazing results, of course. Is there any question here, Vivi, or you want to mention?
That actually is a very good explanation of how it works. Thanks for sharing. I'm glad that
I know you want to see all these things.
no, but it's much better. And I remember that we had even talked before, about those research and numbers, and I just realized that I've never seen that slides and about the research. It's a good refresher in my memory of what we had talked before, and why you were so so passionate, I would say, about Healy, and how whole family needs to have it, and how we need to use it all the time. Recommending it to all our colleagues and patients and everybody. So yeah, thanks for sharing.
Yeah, you're most welcome. What I want to also add in here, that when we have a pain, for example, we tend to go and take a painkiller. And you remember when we were talking, let's say you were saying you have a headache or shoulder ache, and I would say, did you use your Healy? And you're like, yeah, I will just go and use it. I just, forget about it to use at this moment. So because we're not very used to using something like this for a pain, or, for our tiredness or things like that. However, this is the exact mechanism how Healy works. And when we use it on a regular basis, when we need that, we see, the pain goes away, And if it is a chronic pain, like using it, 21 days or something on a regular basis, we see more than 70% of people, even more, are happy with using their Healy for that, whatever the purpose they use it for. So what Healy does, it analyzes, then it delivers the necessary frequencies.
But you also mentioned that there are different types of Healys. You want to also go over it?
Yes, even when we use gold, which is the most basic one, it does the analysis for that specific frequency. It does the analysis for our biofield, and then provide the necessary frequencies in that program. Let's say in gold, there are programs like release, balance, pure. So the pure makes the cell to detox, for example, or releases something. Let's say if you feel angry, or you have some sadness, whatever. If you use release will first analyze what's happening in the biofilm, and then delivers the frequencies, microfrequencies accordingly.
Got it.
So it doesn't have, we also have, higher programs like bioresonance, where we can do the analysis even from a distance. So we mentioned about how we use it. We either use it with bracelet electrodes or adhesive electrodes. We also have coil. If your hands are busy and you want to use it, the coil is amazing in that terms. You just don't need to have the cable attached to your hands, but you can use your coil, put the Healy next to your body. It works within like a yard or something. So and in the biofield, but the electrodes are recommended if you have a specific issue. Let's say you fell down and you have a scar on your skin, or you have headache. If you put the electrodes onto that area specifically, electrodes are recommended. But if you're working only in your biofield, then coil works wonders as well. So the creator of the gold system is Nuno Nina. He's a Portuguese scientist. He has more than 20 clinics, and he has been working on gold frequencies for more than 20 years. He is the creator of those frequency programs within the gold that is in the Healy Gold, the basic program.
So Healy Gold is one of the editions of the Healy.
Yes, it is
the
basic one. Okay. Yeah. And here are the editions. Let me mention about the editions. So Healy Gold has 10 Healy programs, which is one module, the gold cycle. And we have the holistic one. It has the gold cycle and some additional programs. Resonance has gold and 2 additional. And in there we have fitness, local stimulation, sleep, and we can do the analysis, the bioresonance analysis. We can do it without the cables. So the bioresonance analysis is done with a blue application that we don't need the cables in the terms, but then it checks the chakras, the organs and organ systems. It is more complicated, but we don't have to know everything. We just need to use.
Yeah, I was going to say, so which one is the best, or which one is the one to go?
Well, Bibi, if you are asking the best, actually, to me, the best is the one that has all the programs, that is the professional one. However,
Oh, this is the professional. Okay.
yeah, this is the professional edition. But if you are professional like you, like me, using it for our patients as well, we prefer the professional. But if you are going to use it for yourself and for your family only, all of them will work. But depending on what kind of programs you would need, you can use one edition. And also, so all these programs are also can be bought on a subscription basis.
Oh, okay. So you can get the gold and get a subscription for other editions if you need them.
Yeah. And you can also upgrade your editions. But upgrades are generally more expensive than buying the edition from the at the beginning.
Got it.
So I think it is here, and I want to mention about Healy as well. So as I mentioned that the Healy editions are designed to promote the internal well-being, whereas the Healy is, to harmonize our surroundings. I also use this with my pet, with my family, in the room that I work. You can use it for the kitchen, for other things, that are in the surroundings when we know that everything is energy.
So it does help with the magnetic field around you. Is that how it works?
Yes. And harmonize, it creates the coherence and harmonizes our environment and our body together. Okay. Let's say we have a mold issue in the environment, and it will help us to raise the frequency around us so that we will get less affected. Or let's say I travel. When I travel, I take it, I just use it in the airplane, for example. Something like that.
Makes sense.
And it works within the 3 meters of a diameter. So let's say you use it for the whole family. When you have your dinner, you can just place Healy next to you and have a very, nice dinner together in harmony, and it will help us to absorb the nutrients better as well. So it has 2 different editions. One is the classic, and the other one is actually with the remaining editions like water, atmosphere, and McMaken. Carolyn McMaken is an American scientist. She's a researcher. She has been also working with frequencies more than 30 years. And she is the creator of McMaken frequencies for Healy.
So what are the differences of the water, atmosphere, the classic, and the McMaken?
Classic is the basic one. That works in the atmosphere, and with Healy water, you can actually program the water with those frequencies and drink the water.
Okay. And they're I know that there are separate devices that do that, both.
This is a combination of them. You don't need separate devices to condition the water, to condition the atmosphere, to condition the remaining things like the food that you eat, the relationship that you want it to be better, for example. And here we go. We have some customer experiences, Bibi. This is an application survey, and they asked to 163 Healy users This is not scientifically validated. You can mention, talk more about how these surveys work. But this is like you and me. And, they asked me the question, how did it work? And, what kind of benefits did you get? So this is actually, what is the most main uses of Healy. So they, it is used mostly for pain and then regeneration and then health promotion to address some of the stress, some chronic complaints, and then it goes all the way down to mood improvement and skin and fitness. And, these are all different applications that you can get through Healy.
And these are like the main issues that we also see in most of our patients as well. Like, pain is like, it's a very common problem that like, most of our patients
regeneration too, right? When we age, we also need a good, healthy regeneration.
Yep. And stress and health promotion, definitely. How will you also mention how if somebody wants to buy Healy, how can they buy Healy?
Yes, if anybody wants to buy Healy, we will be happy to help because Healy is sold through members. So both you and I are members of Healy company. So people buy from members and from all over the world. If there's someone in Mexico or in Australia or in Russia, they can still get help from us. We will be happy to provide them the link and also necessary information. I think it is also important to get Healy from someone who knows how to use it well and who can explain. So because this is an amazing device, and you want to learn how to get the most out of this device. I highly recommend people, to get it from somebody who understands the frequencies and, who is very passionate about sharing this with, the rest of the world.
Yeah, and definitely someone who understands the overall wellness and how this fits your overall wellness plans. And quite honestly, they are not, the company is not very well known for its customer service. So I would definitely recommend you to contact Nesko, because what happens is like, whenever I have a question, an app question, a device question, I never call the company. I directly contact Nesko, and she always has the best guidance and best tools that to fix that issue. And if needed, she does definitely contact the company on my behalf, or on our patients' behalf, or on our clients' behalf. So that's definitely a good way. By the way, be members, for sales purposes, it's definitely so important to make sure that when you're getting a product, the product quality is one of the most important things. And the second one is the service and all the support that comes with it. So whenever you are searching for any product, I always recommend our patients as well, make sure that you're getting the top of the line product that comes with the top of the line service. And that also fits the best in your wellness goals.
Absolutely. Bibi, before we conclude, I also wanted to share, how people use Healy. 80% of the, this population use their Healy on a daily basis. Do you use it on a daily basis?
I do. I actually use it at least 2 to 3 times a day.
Yes.
There's two apps, the pink app and the blue app, but the pink app, the personal one, I use it at least 2 to 3 times. Right now I'm actually running a program.
Excellent. So for those who use Healy, So what they say, for the question whether it was effective or not. So 47% say that they saw improvement in their concerns. 18% said that they had seen strong improvement in their concerns. 31% said they have slight improvement on their concerns. Only 4% said that they didn't see the effects. And in that terms, we will also look into whether their, water intake was good, their food intake was good, whether it was effectively connected, whether it was effectively used. But, looking at this, 96% of people had seen some sort of improvement in their concerns. This is amazing.
Yeah, and you know that I like to experiment on myself as well. I use Healy both for...
What kind of improvements did you notice, Bibi?
It's actually very interesting. Like, I had some eczema that I have been working on, for some time. After a medical procedure, I had a remaining eczema. So I'm working on it nutritionally. I'm working on it, lifestyle wise, like all the changes, cosmetics and everything. I change a lot of things, but with the Healy skin and allergy program, I see a huge improvement on how my skin gets better. Of course, you need the basics, vitamin D is so important for the skin health and the proteins on the skin. Vitamin A is so important, but at the same time, energetically, I see a huge difference when I use Healy skin daily. And it's so good, but I also see the improvement in my overall skin tone the more I use it. So I'm very happy about that. Pain does definitely help, here and there. I don't usually have much pain anymore, thank God. I used to have regular pain, headaches and everything. But here and there, if I have any pain, it is usually the most helpful. In 30 minutes, it's so helpful that you sometimes forget that, I had the pain. I've been using Healy and you forget that, how it goes away. Another thing that I'm using it for is for stress reduction, for relaxation. I use it along with the EFT tapping, but even if I'm using it by itself, I found it very, very helpful.
Yeah, I also use it for sleep.
Oh yeah, sleep is good too. I tried it once.
Yeah, it helps me a lot at night. And what else? For tiredness, when I feel tired, it helps me to, feel energetic right away. Sometimes I, use Healy at night when I go to bed, and in the morning when I wake up, I'm like, whoa, that's amazing. And I also want to share the other.
Yeah, the share the app. So because there are so many, for exam stress, to use it. I know that some parents use it for their kids, for helping them to cope with the daily stress, exam stress, or to help with their learning, for focusing. There are so many things that it can help with.
Okay, now let me see. It's gonna search the device. I will just, there's no device found. Hold on a second, please, because I'm using it. That's why. I was using it on the Blue app when I was showing something. Now it will see the device. So it is checking devices. I have the Mac Healy and Healy together here. So now it's connecting with my Healy. And then.
Nice.
So I will just cancel this, and I want to show you the funny thing, Bibi. I'm sharing all this information on my phone, and I'm
That's
using
amazing.
my person on the computer. I'm like, why is it not working? Because I have to do it on my phone. So we
Okay.
have gold cycle here, and in gold cycle we have all these. This is when if you get the Healy gold, these are the programs you get: the pure being, balance, care, energy, relax, and release.
And even this one by itself is like, is enough. Just like, just it covers the basics. I do pure daily. It's a very good one. I like, whenever I'm feeling a little down under the weather, I do care or balance. Like, those like 6-7 programs are very good by itself.
So I want to show, what kind of programs we have. We have the gold cycle, pain, learning, as you were mentioning about it before, fitness, job and sleep, mental balance, beauty and skin, bioenergetic harmony, 1 and 2, meridians, chakras, bioenergetic defense, support, vitalization, and digital nutrition. So these are also very interesting. You get digital nutrition for brain, for skin, for heart, gastrointestinal system, aging, specific amino acids, alkaline powder.
These are basically nutritional frequencies
Correct.
of those, right?
Yes. Yes. These are all the frequencies, the trace elements, minerals. So when I do it, it's 33 minutes. It will help me to have the frequencies of, minerals. But before I go in here, I also want to, let me stop this in here. I want to show you the blue app.
Speaking of those like digital nutrition mixture, when I was having my doctorate, we did a case series where we actually have 2 practitioners in in different countries, and one practitioner treated the patient, and those patients were chosen as similar age group and similar problems. And we were working on ADHD actually on kids. So one practitioner did full nutrition protocol, like supplements, food, and the changes. The other practitioner actually did full energetic. More on top of that, the second practitioners, the kid didn't only have ADHD, he was nonverbal autistic. And we saw the similar changes in those kids' lifestyles in the 3-month follow-ups. We follow up regularly in the 3 and 6 months. Those kids both progressed, whether on nutritional changes or bioenergetic changes, which was amazing.
This is amazing.
I mean, it's a very small scale case series, of course, but but those practices, because most of the conditions we analyzed very properly, and we know, we evaluated how those 2 practitioners were using those modalities and seeing similar results with 2 different approaches. I mean, we know that it does work this way, but seeing it once again in that setting was very impressive.
It is very impressive, really. I think it is time now that we need to, as Tesla mentioned, we need to really look into the, secrets of the universe through the frequency and vibration and energy. It's time. And all those people like us who love to search and, go beyond what is given to us, explore more, understand more. I think we get to, know about these things earlier than so many other people. That's why we are here to share our own experiences and knowledge with those who are here to learn more about that. So this is the Blue app, Bibi. In Blue app, we have the resonance analysis, the coaching analysis, and aura analysis. So let's go to resonance analysis. So I have, a bunch of people over here. Let's see, I want to do an analysis on my pet. Now that he's over there in Connecticut, I left him. My mind and heart is with him because I know he's, most of the time
misses you,
tired and missing. When he misses me, his energy, I need to go and close the. Hold on a second, please. I think I need to close the. Yeah.
the other app.
Yeah. Okay. So I go in here. Now I'm going to.
So this is sending the energy. This app is sending
the app tries to connect with the quantum sensor. Now it is connected. Now I'm actually going to do his analysis. So there's an animal programs analysis. So he has like some issues with suffering, joints, because he's 14-year-old, cleaning emotions. What I do is I just go and send him a vibration from a distance.
Oh.
When I do it on a regular basis, he used to have these, numbers much higher, like 80% or something. We still need, to work on him, but it went down to, 60 something. And these things may change. See, you see emotions over there. I know his emotions when I'm not around. And, you can see that he's hyper sensitive. I see him doing that. And joints, he's getting older. His joints are suffering. So these things we can see. However, now he's getting his vibration even from a distance, because the system works like our phones. He has all the information in the app, and it goes to his information as if, I'm sending you a text message or I'm calling.
Like on energy level, I guess, like,
Well, in a frequency level.
The frequency level. Yeah, you're right. So like it definitely increases the life quality of people, or even the pets. So that's definitely a great add-on to a wellness regimen if you're trying to increase your well-being, and if you're trying to find an add-on solution to the things that you're already doing.
Absolutely. So what I wanted to show as well, let's do Bibi. You should be on top of my list here. Now let's do this. Let's do your analysis here. Let's say I'll do all Healy programs for you, okay, so that you will see what your biofield needs now.
Even though I'm doing the skin.
Yeah, so it says mental balance program, learning. When we are actively learning something, it is just so amazing to see how these things, work. Healy fitness.
Yes, I like doing daily fitness.
Absolutely. The nutritional mixture program and the, Meridian 2 program. So what we do is we do the analysis here. Then we go to pink, the other app, the pink app, and what I can do, I can go to the mental balance here first, do the analysis for mental balance. What exactly you need to work on the mental balance area over there, let's say. Well, I know, your daughter is not here. Your mind is maybe
It was a little bit down there.
It's here, yeah. So
like it's gonna tell all about me.
that's like a good system, inner strength. So you go to the pink app and then work on these. You can get the vibration, or you can easily send the vibration. I can send the vibration from here. I can choose, the time.
9 hours? I didn't know that there was 9 hours. I never went down.
Some cases, say if we want to send a vibration for forest fire, the wildfire, things like that. We do,
or acute issues like an operation or something like that.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah. So this is how it works.
Okay. That was a great way to summarize. It was a great roundup of all its health benefits and what it does. Thank you, Nesko.
Thank you, Bibi. It's just an amazing thing to explore things like that with you. I just enjoy it so much. And if anybody who watches this video needs to explore more, you are more than welcome to reach us. And you can reach us at team@nutritiousdr.com. We'll be so happy to help you. And if you want to learn more about maybe coming promotions, company also provides some promotions as well. We'll be happy to get.
Is there any right now?
Well, today is the last day of July promotion. If there is anybody who is interested in, there is 35% discount on the editions above bioresonance and bioresonance plus professional. There's a 35% discount, and there are some gifts like the coil is free. There's the travel.
Coil is the Wi-Fi, wireless versus those.
Around $280 worth of a product, and you have the travel case, and there are also some other programs, additional gifts, and there are different scales for different editions. So these three are the natural cycle, the case and the coil are for professional, and the coil and the natural cycle for the bioresonance plus, and the 35% discount, and the coil is for the bioresonance edition. Those are the current promotions. There's also a promotion for Healy. If you buy Healy all programs, then there is a gold edition for free.
Oh, that's a good deal.
Yeah.
Okay, so if anybody wants to learn about it, they can send an email to team@nutritiousdr.com, and you will be responding to those mails because you know all the details.
Oh, but Bibi, now you know too, right?
Not as good,
I'll be so happy to help. It's just my passion, as you know. So with pleasure, I'll be so happy to help.
And every time we find something really life-changing, adding to your wellness, an upcoming device that will enhance your health and wellness, we will keep mentioning it here. We will be talking about it. It will be either us talking or inviting other people talking about that. So keep watching.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.